What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures on YouTube. I am super excited. It's a family affair today. I have some family in the shop. We're here at Star Central Studios. Thank you so much for always allowing me an awesome space to come in and do my weekly podcast. I guess without further ado, let me go on and spin the camera around and introduce my guests. All right, what's up, fellas?
All right, how's it going?
I'm really good. How are you?
Doing good. Yes, so my name is Paul Braden. I'm with Remax Classic.
And I'm Edward Sargent. I'm with Remax Classic Realty of Las Cruces.
I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Yeah, for sure.
And we have Virginia. How's it going? You guys know I am Virginia. They love you. They're always like, what does she have today? We're going to let you know. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And then I have Susan Wester Perez and Uncle Jerry, my aunt and uncle, amazing local artists. I cannot wait to give you guys more information on what they have going on. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, and real quick, look at all, I'm telling you, you guys are asking, what is she bringing? What is she bringing? Well, all kinds of goodies. And honestly, I'm truly addicted to True Fruit.
Yeah.
I am.
I had to bring her.
It's so good. Also, custom pet portraits. I'm just saying, beautiful artwork. So let's go on and dig in. Let me go on and turn this camera around. All right, El Paso. Thanks again for tuning in. So as always, I bring on 3 to 4 different business owners onto Annie's Adventure Show. We do a deep dive into what they have going on. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to them. Give them a follow on social media. It's super important to support and promote local as much as possible, especially right now with everything going on. It's, you know, the economy is not the greatest. So these local businesses, local artists, local musicians, nonprofits, they're all really looking forward to our participation in helping them out this holiday season. So if you guys are looking for awesome local, you know, holiday gifts that you can't get anywhere else, I'm about to introduce you to some. So let's go on and get started. Let's go on and start with Aunt Sue and Uncle Jerry.
Oh,
Hi.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good.
So real quick, I just want to show these gorgeous flyers. So we'll go on and start with Aunt Sue. So Aunt Sue, I'm not touching the picture and I need to be touching the phone, my bad. All right, so custom pet portraits by Susan Wester Perez. They are so freaking adorable. And what's really cool is because we had a conversation about your custom pet portraits recently. Mm-hmm. And it's really neat how you can make sure to work in those little characteristics of everybody's pet. All pets have their own personality, right? I mean, a friend of mine, I remember this, like, because I just remember this. Her dog only used the bathroom, like, she would only pee standing on her head. Like, yes! It's the weirdest things. Pets are weird. They got weird habits. I mean, can you imagine painting that portrait? No, but but like little things when they have like bends in their ears or like a color patch on them or something cool like that. So I'm just gonna let you take it away. You're also an amazing local artist. I'm sure you guys have seen her artwork all throughout El Paso, maybe even a bus bench or two. I cannot say enough. Georgia O'Keeffe on acid. I love that description of your artwork. So tell me, what do you have going on right now? Tell me about your new endeavor, everything. I want to hear it.
Okay, well, starting with the pet portraits, like you said, I started doing it for friends who had pets that passed away, mm-hmm. and they wanted to remember them. And I always ask for little stories about them, what they were like.
Yeah.
And I want to start including the stories too, because they're so touching. Like this one lady was like, oh, I had this little dog, and make sure you get the 3 freckles in her ear, because that's very important to me, she said.
Yeah.
So we customize it like that. Some of these are like I had one client ask for, she had 2 cats. She wanted one to be the Georgia O'Keeffe kind of cat.
Okay.
So I did the Georgia O'Keeffe background, and one to be a Frida Kahlo cat.
Yes.
So that's Frida with her hair.
It's so beautiful.
Flowers in her hair. And yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun because pets mean a lot to people, mm-hmm. and you know, they're important family members too.
100%.
You know, and in the past, people would get their portrait done if they were like, you know, important
royalty
royalty or like that. But our pets are kind of very important to us right
Yes.
now.
I mean, I'm not, okay, I'm just
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
say it.
Monica has a dog car.
That's
Okay?
right.
My mom has a car just for her dogs.
Dang.
I think it's like they're up to what, 5 or 6 Dobermans? I don't even know anymore.
Those guys are huge.
They have a car just for they took out all the seats, and it's a vehicle just for their pets,
way.
their dogs. And I only know this because I had to borrow it when I got in a car accident and I was driving the dog car. But so yes, pets are very important to people.
Yes, they sure are. They sure are. And it's really nice hearing the stories. It just makes me feel good. I do other artwork, as you know. And
Yeah.
that's more serious. But this, to me, is kind of I call it my pet project.
Okay.
because It's so fun for me.
Yes.
And they're small, so they're not like,
Let's show you some
they're not
examples.
big commitments, like a big canvas.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what's happening. And then with the other art, we're doing at the El Paso Finest Gift Shop downtown across from San Jacinto Plaza.
That's right.
We're having the pocket-sized art show on Saturday. It's opening on Saturday, and they're going to have a little reception. And it's a great little shop if you haven't been there.
Yes.
And plus the small, it's not a big
Stocking stuffers
yes.
or just a little something. And it's an excellent venue to go and buy many different local gifts from different local artists all in one
I think
place.
there's over 20 artists there.
20 artists. Yeah, so you're buying actually directly from the artist when you shop there, which is really neat. It's a collection of different artists here locally. And again, if you're interested, I mean, the artists that are housed there also do custom work, just throwing it out there. So go and check it out. They're going to have all their events there are super cool. It's right there off the San Jacinto Plaza. So it's downtown, right across the street from the nativity scene. So I highly encourage you guys to go check it out. It's this Saturday, Aunt Sue?
Yep.
Okay.
Saturday. I think it starts at 5 or 6.
Beautiful. Also, if you guys are interested, because I know it's very popular, if you guys are still looking for ornaments, holiday, Christmas ornaments for your trees, or to ship them off to somebody as a little memento of El Paso, the missions, or anything like that, you guys have to check out my Aunt Susan's artwork. You truly do. Follow her on social media. How do they do that?
I'm on Instagram under Susan Wester Perez, and then the pet portraits are under Custom Pet Portraiture.
Yes.
URE at the end. So
Do
contact me and I can take orders for you.
I love it. Thank you, Aunt Sue. Is there anything else that we need to mention? Did we cover it all?
I think we've covered it all.
Yeah.
I have some cards coming out at the Ysleta Mission
Ooh.
Gift Shop.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Hi, Emma. I love that gift shop. It's beautiful. I just saw them last night. Yeah, so we did a video for the Mission Trail, the Majestic Mission Trail. Leo Marketing produced that video.
Right?
Yeah, so we had an event there last night at Alamo Draft House, and so Albert was there, Emma was there. It was really cool to see everybody out from the Mission Trail. So go make sure to check out the Mission Trail, El Paso. I mean, I'm telling you, just so many cool places in El Paso to go and shop and support local and learn about our history and just like encompass yourself in our culture. Awesome.
It's so funny to hear you say that because I remember when you first got here, you were like, "There's nothing to do."
She's calling me out. 11 freaking years. No one's ever done that. It's happening right here, right now. Oh my God, I love it. I freaking love it. I'm crying over here.
What about the necklace? Do you turn the portraits into necklaces?
Ooh.
No, I didn't do this portrait, but I thought it was appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah.
But there's an idea there, right?
You could shrink them and make them into drawers.
Or little
Why not?
earrings, or I don't know. Oh my gosh, one of my most favorite things, I have some of your art, Aunt Sue, and one of my most prized possessions that I own, and this is something to consider El Paso. When I bought my very first house, my Aunt Susan went out there, and I was just like, can I have an ornament in my house? I would love it. And so she went out, and I have this beautiful art piece of my house that she drew for me, and it's covered like framed in bougainvilleas. How do you say that? Yeah, because it's right in front of my house, and it was just gorgeous. And then I also got it in a Christmas ornament. So if you're looking, I mean, there's just so many different ways to customize amazing things. So reach out to Aunt Sue and she can help you with that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Uncle Jerry. I'm so excited. This is your first time on with me. How you doing? Good. So are you retired right now or no?
I'm a retired administrator.
Okay. Sometimes.
Once in a while.
I love it. I
And
love
so
it.
I have a lot of free time, so I've started working on landscaping design.
Yes.
I used to be also an art teacher
Okay.
way back in the day. So I'm using my talents as far as, and I'm also a plant enthusiast.
And you grow your own plants,
Yeah,
you sell them, and it's really neat because we get plants sometimes and I have no idea, I know nothing about plants. So I'll send a picture of it to Uncle Jerry and I'm like, how do I water this? And how do I keep it alive? What is this even called? So it's super neat. I know El Paso's really turned green, if you will. There's plant lovers everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a man you need to be following.
So some people call me the Mesquite Whisperer.
Yes.
I call him Mr. Skeet.
So what I do is I do grow a lot of mesquite trees from seeds.
Yes.
And now I'm venturing into additional plants. So
Yeah.
I do have plants to sell. I focus on xeriscaping since that's really good for the environment locally.
No water.
Yeah, low water. I mean, with everything going on with the economy and everything like that, it's a great investment.
Yeah.
Plus, you save on plants because if you use local plants, well, they're
Natural to the area.
They're gonna be natural to the area. So
You also boost that curb appeal and already like enhance the
yes.
right, gentlemen, the property value of your property when you start doing that kind of
I
stuff.
get that. Good selling point.
That's really important. Is the curb appeal of the home.
Yes.
Right. So you don't have to have a green lawn to get curb
No.
appeal. I mean, rocks, pebbles, even dirt can be placed in
Or
really.
what is it like the pecan shell? There's like
shells.
all different types of
mulch.
yeah.
But you want something because it is kind of a windy city. You want something
That's
that's
true.
going to stay on the ground.
Yeah.
So anything that's rock, even if it's
Little
the
pebbles.
screening,
Uh-huh.
is really good. Now, obviously, if you live in an area where it's in the slope, screening may run off with water. So you're gonna kind of put some boulders in place.
Prepare for that.
You prepare for it.
Right, absolutely. And can you show us some of those examples? And guys, if you guys are currently looking to do any landscaping for your house, this is the perfect time for you to reach out to my Uncle Jerry. Front, back, whatever it is,
So
he'll
here's
come over and look at it.
Here's some designs that I've done.
That's the new one.
No, this is not. This
Oh,
is
that's not the new one?
no.
Sorry.
This is a lady's side yard. She's a retired realtor, and she bought a house, and so she called me over to kind of help her with the yard because all that's in the yard right now is dirt. And so this is her side yard, out of her bedroom, and so we designed a little pergola going
Oh,
out
nice.
of the bedroom, a patio. She has little dogs, so she wants cactus, but she wants a place for the dogs to be with a little bit of grass. So
She's like, that sounds perfect.
coming out,
She's like, yeah, Virginia over here. She's like, I want to see.
we designed a hot tub area for her,
Okay.
an outdoor shower, a little area for her to sit and enjoy her breakfast or whatever, and cactus
Oh my gosh,
around
sorry.
with some trees along the side,
Beautiful.
and then actual grass around the perimeter so that the dog can go out and do its
Yeah.
business. This is the actual her backyard, which is all dirt. But what we did is she has a little kind of a porch, and so we enclosed the porch and put sliding doors because she wanted a little bit of a greenhouse effect for her indoor plants. She has an indoor fireplace, so we converted it to be a two-sided fireplace so that she can
You can
enjoy it
do
outside.
that?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
you can actually do it. And designed a pergola over here for her to enjoy.
That's so cool.
Put all the landscape. We actually raised the fence in the back so that we could put the cactus up high so she could see them through the window.
Oh, cool.
And then when they're sitting here, they can see them up above the pergola.
That's awesome.
And then back here, a little grass area for the dog, and then the cactus continues, and it goes into the fence, which goes into here from here.
Okay.
You see?
Wow, it's so detailed, Uncle Jerry.
You should show these guys.
I know. I'm already over here, like, in case your clients need any of this, guys. Let's bring it up so they can see it.
Yeah.
Do you come to Las Cruces or New Mexico at all?
Sure.
He does a lot of bird watching, which we're about to get into too. So, yeah, they travel a lot of different areas for that. Gorgeous.
So we can't get into detail with all of them, but I'll flip through
Yeah,
some
just
of them.
show us a couple. Gorgeous. Aren't they? Well, so, I mean, my Uncle Jerry, I've been admiring his art since I was a little girl because he would have paintings around my grandma's house. My whole, on my grandma's house always had paintings from, yeah, Carlos and my uncle and talented family.
I'll also help with indoor spaces.
Oh,
So this is, they have their bedroom.
I
It's
love
just
this. Everybody's
all
like,
that-
let me see.
It's just a little open space. They had like an open bar here. And then there was bedrooms, open bar space, which didn't make any sense.
Okay.
But they wanted a place to kind of enjoy the plants. So what we did is we created an opening on the roof so that they can actually see the sky, so they can see the stars and with wood beams, enclosed it.
Sorry, I'm letting this
We
adjust.
put a fountain here, a wall fountain.
Okay.
Put all this tile, Cantera, around it, and then it becomes like a little breakfast
Wow.
place.
It's
for
gorgeous.
them
I
to
mean,
enjoy. Also a surround system so they can enjoy music.
sure.
And this is their bedroom, so they can just come out here.
Fall into it. So pretty. And how did they find you, Uncle Jerry?
I have a sign on the outside of my house. It's called, and it looks just like this.
All right. So you can also follow Jerry Perez Designs on Instagram. Are you on Facebook too?
No.
Okay, just Instagram. Here's his phone number. I'm not sure if we want to tell people where you live, but their house is gorgeous on the corner of Richmond. I'm not going to tell you what corner, but I'm 125% you've seen it, and
You've been
you're
Everybody-
you've
everybody
seen
talks
it
about
and you're in love with it because their house is freaking gorgeous. It's hard to miss. And once you see their house, you look at the landscaping, you're like, yeah, that's Jerry's house.
It's totally zero scape. We used to
Yeah.
have all green in that house. And there was a freeze in 2009.
Yes.
With half of our plants died, and instead of replacing them, we just took everything out and started from scratch.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Your backyard, the pergola, the side of the house. I mean, just all the little details is immaculate. So follow Uncle Jerry, Jerry Perez Designs, but wait, there's more.
Since I'm retired and have a lot of time in my hands, I'm taking up photography.
Sorry, this
And
camera
so
is,
it's nature photography.
Do
okay.
you want me to?
Just
Yeah,
Take a look.
Whoa.
right?
Go to New Mexico a lot for that. The Bosque de la Pache. You been out there?
Yes, I have.
That's amazing.
Oh, beautiful. So if like somebody needs a stage at home maybe, or like,
So this one's from Keystone. You just recommend the Keystone.
Yes.
That's right. We finally went there. It was amazing.
yeah, that's right up your all's alley. I was surprised that you guys hadn't been there yet.
We went and we stayed for like 6 hours.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful. So again, if you guys are looking for any Southwest art, you guys are bird lovers yourselves, I highly encourage you to follow Uncle Jerry's other page. And what is this page called, Uncle Jerry?
Jerry Perez Nature.
That's right, Jerry Perez Nature on Instagram. So beautiful. So get those yards landscaped, get those walls decorated,
Get those pets.
those pets painted.
And lastly, I want to do a shout out for our book.
Your book. Your book! I wish I would have brought it.
I brought it.
Oh, great.
It's called Day in the
Yes.
Life of Eggie and Gerald.
Uh-huh.
And it's for little kids.
It just came out, guys.
And it's actually on sale on Amazon. for,
Yes.
I think $10.
Sweet deal. I have one. I highly encourage you to get it for your kiddos. It's a perfect holiday gift. It is local. It's written by a local author, and Uncle Jerry illustrated it. So, again, go to Amazon and order yours. Super cool.
We got a lot to promote.
I know. Did we cover everything, guys?
People here too.
We covered it up?
I think we did.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure. And is there anything that you guys are asking from the community?
Have a great holiday.
Oh, I love it. And purchase some local
Shop
goodies.
local
Yes.
people.
Yes.
And consider the environment when you go buy a plant.
Yes, yes, yes. And if you're looking for mesquite trees, I'm just saying, throwing it out there. Talk to Uncle Jerry. Tell him I sent you. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Do you mind if I ask?
Yeah.
How much is your consultation like when you do a landscaping or something like that?
So I don't do the actual landscape, I do the design.
Okay.
So most people will charge you about $1,500 for a design. Since I hand draw it, so I really tailor it to the customer. So I'm charging between $300 and $500 for the drawing. Depends
For
on
the
what they
drawing,
want.
but the consult is, there's no charge.
That's not fair. I've only been stiffed once.
Dang it.
Yeah. So I don't collect the money until the customer is satisfied with the drawing.
But
But
you-
really, it's art.
But you will take at least the deposit, right?
No,
Wow.
no.
So
So
Can I suggest that?
no, it's in faith and
Yeah.
it's goodwill. I mean,
It's our neighbors who's doing
Yeah.
it for mostly, you
That's
know.
most
Like, I know where you live.
And our That's right, we know exactly where the.
Plus, our motto back when I decided to do this and talking with Susan is really, there's a lot of homes that are in disrepair in a lot of areas in El Paso, and El Paso is a beautiful city.
Yeah.
So our goal is to beautify El Paso, help beautify El Paso, even if it's just one house at a time.
Oh, I love it. I
And it's
love
still
it.
pride.
Or New
Yes.
Mexico.
Or New
Or
Mexico.
New Mexico.
Very similar. It's the same as lo mismo.
Yes.
Las Cruces.
Okay,
Perfect.
perfect.
Yeah.
We're out there a lot.
Our sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, is considering living out there. So we're,
Oh, how cool. Move out here.
I'm trying to get.
Come on, move out here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right. And Virginia.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Are you sure? Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, El Paso. Ah, yummies all over the place. I'm just saying, you guys know,
Salsa
anytime
matcha.
Aunt Virginia comes on, she's bringing some goodies. She's brought some salsa matcha today.
Yeah,
She knows I'm
Annie
obsessed
last
with it.
year came back from Mexico all excited. She came to
Was.
one of my parties and brought this product. And then now I find that I have the product.
Oh, nice.
So it's a starter that you add oil to and you warm up. But let me explain something first of all before
Yes.
we go any further with the food. So I'm a food service broker. And I do work for a company called Key Impact. I'm the local representative here, a branch office. And my customers are food service institutional feeders. So what I mean by that is schools, charter schools, healthcare, nursing homes, daycares, prisons,
Big facilities, large facilities.
I deal with Meals on Wheels, the Cel Rico, Fort Bliss, volume feeders is generally the type of people I try to pursue and have relationships
Yes.
with Homeland Security, Salvation Army, anywhere where they're feeding people. But I also deal with so many different segments, but I don't deal with people at their house, okay? So after today, I'm hoping nobody calls me and say, hey, can you bring me some salsa matcha to my
Wholesale
house?"
only. Wholesale only. Wholesale only.
That's
Everybody
right.
together. Wholesale only. I love it. Now, however, if you go to Economy Cash and Carry, you will be able to find some of her products that you can purchase retail and take home yourself, like the True Fruit.
And Shamrock Cash and Carry as
Yes,
well.
Shamrock
carries
Cash
my
and Carry,
product-
yes.
Products as well. There's a couple of locations. There's
Yeah.
one in Las Cruces, and there's one on the Gateway by Cowtown.
It's so cool.
Okay.
On the east side.
I've been to both.
So
They're awesome.
if you're ever, if you're a home cook or, say you need to buy in bulk for an event or something like that, you would go to those kind of places. I mean, everybody else goes to Sam's too. I don't really have any affiliation,
Yeah.
but of course big box stores do have some of my products as well. But I try to focus my product and my selling abilities with restaurants. I didn't mention that. Tons of bars and grills. And those are my clientele.
Everywhere I go to in El Paso, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know Aunt Virginia." I'm like, "Yeah, of course
Everybody
you
knows
do."
Annie too. we support each other.
Yes.
We know each other. We share needs constantly.
We do. It's all about scratching backs and helping each other out. So
anyway, and the way I'm gonna just put this out there for contacting me. I'm gonna put it in a note. You know how you do the hashtags at the bottom, and then you can just put my email address.
Okay.
And we'll just leave it there, and we'll start off with email address, and then after that, I'll contact you, and then I'll vet you and see if that's
a
the
good
kind
fit.
of
Yeah.
customer that I call on, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
And why I like to have you on is because I do have a lot of business owners that follow and watch. And so you never know who's looking for what, who's opening what, whatever it is. Seasonal items. Oh my God. This woman's sweet potatoes. Forget about it. I went to a food show that you invited me to a couple months ago. Oh my God. Can you invite me again, please?
I will.
Okay, good. I love
Very
it.
nice.
Dude, I went back for like thirds or fourths. I don't even remember, but it was that good. So what do you have today?
Okay, well, it doesn't really make any kind of sense, so I'll just start with what's in front of me. So we were talking about the matcha starter again. So this is an item from Woodland Foods.
Okay.
It's super easy to make. I know it's very time consuming to make this product because it has so many ingredients in it. So this is a mix that just comes in a food service spice shaker size, like 18 to 20 ounce. And all they have to do is, follow instructions, add a neutral oil, warm it because it needs to release
Hot oil,
the flavors. And then what you do with this kind of product is, so in Mexico, it's not all about the heat. It's about flavor.
Yes.
In New Mexico, it's about the heat.
Okay.
In El Paso, it's a different genre of Mexican food.
Yeah.
But this is something that's trending right now.
Yes.
These are the flavors that are popular. Mexican food is still like at the top of the list of trends, and we have a lot of gourmet Mexican restaurants popping up here in El Paso, and this is something that they would use as a dip, as a topping on top of
proteins,
any
for
protein,
salad,
tofu,
for literally everything.
and
Salsa,
anything.
just like eat it like that.
And so it's got a lot of nuts, seeds, and different chilies. And you add oil to that, and those flavors all pop. And it's also got lime in it, also, and it's just delicious. But it's like I said, it's, El Paso, we're used to salsa that's tomato, jalapeno, onion, garlic, and salt, and that's it. But this is something new and different. It's going to take some time for El Paso to get it, but I know some chefs in El Paso, Plaza Hotel, Coronado Country Club. Dom, and then all your group over there in Socorro, they're going to love this. Yeah. So this is where that would be applicable. And then, so here I have Cleveland Kitchen's kimchi. This is a classic. This is a retail portion size that I take to customers, but the actual product that they buy comes in big pails. Okay. Like 2-gallon pails, 5-gallon pails. So fermented foods are very good for your gut health, but it's also used in a lot of Asian.
I'm all about gut health.
Asian cuisine, but it's a fusion. It's something that can be fused. That's what's also popular and happening nowadays.
Yeah, with the charlatan, with his Mexican culture and then the Asian fusion because he grew up eating Asian food all the time, so he blended the two. And that's perfect.
Oh yeah, and another fusion guy that I love is Alexis at Sushito. He's so cool.
Yeah.
Sushito's
Sushito.
awesome.
They just opened agave. It's agave spelled backward. Is it Ivaga? They just opened. Have you talked to them?
Not yet.
Go talk to Ivaga.
Okay.
Well, now they know you're coming.
Okay, and this company also makes something. They also make sauerkraut, and they make a beet sauerkraut, which is beautiful.
Beet?
And they make a whiskey dill sauerkraut.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I know
Whiskey
a lot
dill?
of. Yeah, it's very
Cowboy.
very different and good for your gut and very versatile. Okay. And then so next I brought calafia, which
Everybody loves these.
so I've got about 3 different flavors of these, but today this is all I have. This is a salted caramel, and it's a plant-based
Perfect.
Cold brew. And everybody here has had some, and I think it kind of set the tone. Everybody got some energy. And then this is from Woodland Foods, same manufacturer as this. They do, this is a forest blend of dried mushrooms.
What?
Exotic mushrooms are very expensive. And what I love about this idea is that you buy them dried and they rehydrate in like 30 minutes. And you always have what is normally perishable and you lose a lot of dried that you can just have in your dry cupboard and just rehydrate and use. So that's why I showed
neat.
that.
Well, and everybody's on
And
a
please, if anybody wants to
mushroom
taste,
kick right now. Like I feel
It's got umami.
they're so good for you, beneficial for you in your health. And I feel like on a lot of the vegan dishes, a lot of people are using the mushrooms to make their tacos and to make their whatever it is because it's
meat-like.
Yeah, it is like a protein. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, like meat. So this is really neat. I've never seen the dehydrated mushrooms. That's very cool.
So, okay, and then this is actually a whole grain individually wrapped cookie that I've been very fortunate to sell a lot of because during COVID nobody wanted to touch anything, and also it's affordable, but it's whole grain. The military love these actually.
Okay.
So that's what I brought that from Cookie Tree. This is another cookie that, believe it or not, it's a gluten-free cookie,
Coconut cookie.
which means no flour. It's nut-free. It has all the points that millennials and the younger generations are looking for. It's organic.
What does that mean?
No GM.
What is
Really?
that?
I have to explain that to you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, and there's a group of people that are really looking for healthy options.
Really,
okay?
the younger people they care about that?
Now they're reading labels and they're actually caring. The other day I was in Whole Foods.
You know,
at
I'm like
lunchtime.
happy with a bowl of cereal once a day if I'm
Well,
lucky.
that-
You know, like
But you're pre-millennial. But the ones after you are starting to care. Okay.
do they have the budget for that?
The kids at Coronado High School that infiltrate Whole Foods at lunchtime have at least $20 to eat lunch. You
Wow.
should see it. You
My
should
God.
see it. So yeah, people are understanding, well, because of our circumstances with our economy, they're having to spend a larger portion of their budget for eating right.
Yes.
But their long-term goal is to have a healthier life and not have all the different ailments.
And it's
that we-
proactive,
It's
right?
being proactive.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, don't
preventative.
diss it. I mean,
no one's dissing anything.
I
No
know.
one's dissing
I know.
anything.
There's indulgence, and then there's also health-minded
Uh-huh.
people, and it's all a mixture. Like you go to some restaurants, and it's just like over the top, stacked up high burger with
Unnecessary,
sodium,
yes.
sodium, and yeah, you've got that. But then you also have people that are. I mean, look at Panera. Did you hear what happened at Panera? They ran out of food.
Oh yeah.
Why? Because people are looking for healthy options. Look at the Grove, look at Sunny Sushi,
Yeah.
all these healthy places. I mean,
They do so well.
People are starting to.
That's
That's
awesome.
what they want when they.
Well,
go out to
remember when
eat.
El Paso was voted the most obese city in the nation?
That's true. It's
That
true.
has to be furthest from the fact now. Like all these years later, it's just so important to people. You see them riding their bikes, they're running, they're eating better. So it's really cool. And now we have more delicious options.
Okay.
Food is medicine.
Food is medicine.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's pre-medicine.
Well, true. Europeans don't like
And
to figure that.
Aunt
but it
Sue is an
true.
amazing chef herself. So yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, for what?
So many talents.
Yeah.
An artist through and through.
All right, well, I'm like halfway through. That's okay, I'll continue. So
Do it.
I also have this fresh cut fruit in pails.
Okay.
That if you've ever tried to cut out segments of citrus, it's
Peanut
really
butter.
it takes
And then get all that white stuff off the
the
orange.
pith. It's so time consuming. Well, this product, these flavors, now not all of the products that they make are preservative free, but because of the citrus, these are. And they have
tried
a
that one.
best
It's
if
so
used
good.
by, and they come best if used by date. But this one is called the Rio citrus. It's got pineapple, grapefruit, orange, some grapes in it, and it's just so delicious. I give these to chefs, and they're like, "Oh God, I'm just gonna eat that. I'm not gonna eat anything else." And then this comes in an 8-pound tub. This comes in a 14-pound tub. Shamrock Foods carries these products, not the cash and carries. You can order it from the cash and carries, but that's what they carry. It's in their Marcon brand.
And quick question, just because it came up to my head. So you said Shamrock right now. You've mentioned other like Benny Keith and stuff like that. So like.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah,
Okay,
how
let me
does that
touch
work?
on
Do they
that.
call
So-
you, or
so
do they? How does that work?
I don't sell directly. I'm the Vanna White. Okay, I just let people try my stuff, taste it, talk
And then go
about
to
it,
them
and
to-
then I refer them to a distributor.
okay.
Because I'm between the manufacturer and the distributor.
Yes.
And the distributors I'm speaking of, Benny Keith, love them. Shamrock, love them. U.S. Foods, love them. Cisco, love them. And Labatt, love them. And I love them all. And I work with all of them. And Economy Cash and Carry, I work with all of the. And Ben's Foods, I work with locally. There's probably more in there. Lamb's Food, Mr. Lamb, he has all my Asian foods.
I was like,
my
I've met
Kiko
Mr. Lamb before.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
awesome. We went shotguns.
I
together.
know, like it's so fun. Like when I first moved back to Austin, I got into marketing, and we're like, okay, let's team up. We would get together every single day, and then we would have meetings and with each other's clients, and you would take me to these cool frozen food warehouses, and some of these people have amazing ideas of what they do on their free time. So,
shoot guns
we
in the
shot guns in
rice.
there.
So
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. All right. I didn't want to take all the time.
Hey,
but I
you're
knew this is
good.
a long presentation. Okay, Annie loves this. This is Annie's favorite. True
Ah.
fruit, blueberries, chocolate
Yummy.
covered individually. Here, that's Annie's. So
I devour these
They're
things.
dipped in white chocolate. Then they're dipped in milk chocolate. Those are vegan. Those are vegan.
It's a little melty, but it's good.
Yeah, well, if
It's just the
they're
yogurt part.
melted, that's if they're tempered, they burst in your
Yes,
mouth.
I never had that before. It was delicious.
They're so delicious. So anyway, those
Right?
I've got those at Economy Cash and Carry right now. I'm working on
Everybody.
some others, but Western Playland had them. They were a little pricey for Western Playland, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes next year. All right, two more things. This is my Bananas Foster cake.
Is that
And
jelly
I'm
in there?
super proud of it. U.S. Foods has it in stock. Shamrock will special order it for you. It's from David's Cookies is the manufacturer.
I remember them from last year. You talked about them last year.
Yeah. Well, during COVID, remember you came over and we had that dessert party.
Yes.
And then Kikoman. And I love Kikoman. They're very good to me. It's a great line. And this is a tamari, less sodium tamari.
Oh.
It's it's a soy sauce, but it's been brewed longer, so it's got a more richer flavor. And when they reduce their
Interesting.
sodium, they don't do what the competition does, which is dilute with more water. They actually extract the sodium from the product, so it's truly a less sodium product.
Wow.
So that's what I had for you all today.
You mean clean?
Oh, last thing, sorry, 3M. I love 3M. 96 hex pad. It's the new stainless steel scrubber. It's meant to replace it because it's got a power dots that scrub the black off. And then it's also ergonomically created so that it fits in your hand better than a regular 96 pad, if you know what I'm talking about, the big old 9x6 pads. And it's got a polishing side here, and this knocks off the big stuff. And then this is for scratch-free scrubbing. So if you've got glass or certain products,
okay.
like if a bird shits on your glass.
Yeah.
Sorry to glass, but this gets it right off your car without hurting your glass.
I love it. Noted.
Great stocking stuffer.
I'm sorry to cut.
Like this.
Yes, you're fine.
Merry Christmas.
Want it all. This is
And
awesome.
that's what I had for you all today.
Thanks, Aunt Virginia. Vanna White. I love it. I love it. Is there anything you're looking for, you're requesting?
I want everybody to feed people. I mean, I hate hunger. I hate seeing people. I mean, I'm involved in an industry where there's so much waste. And if just people would find a way to reuse or to share food with other people, and just not, if you see somebody on the street that needs food.
Yes.
I always carry stuff in my car and I hand it out, please be kind and loving like that. And it always comes back to you because, food is essential and food is love for a lot of people. So just don't let anybody go hungry. That's
I
what
love
have
it.
to
I
say.
love it. And another idea, and I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. If you want to save food too, there's just an option for restaurants out there. I've been saying it for a few years. If you make a smaller plate size, a smaller portion size, you can charge a little less, have more customers come in, and we're not gonna be wasting all this other food.
And
that is
those
excess.
takeout containers don't have to go out in the wind.
Yeah.
Have you
Making
heard
more
about
trash.
those apps where they were, I think I heard it on a TED Talk where they were talking about this woman or this young lady had come up with this app to share food that was wasted.
Wow.
That's really difficult to do with the health department. They're gonna really
they need to get
scrutinize
into it. Yeah.
temps. I know some of the school districts in town have tried to do something like that, but they're very,
Regulated.
temperature control is very important. So that's a great idea in a smaller, like say
Yeah.
you lived in a big city where you didn't have to go too far to give out food, but in our area, the way it's kind of
Spread
spread
out.
out, it might not work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think they were doing it with like baked goods. I think,
Oh, yum.
Yeah, something like
bagels
that.
Or something like
So people need to, with their own heart and goodness, find a way to do that instead of throwing stuff in the
Right.
trash if they can.
Yes.
If it's edible.
Yeah.
I don't mean, I'm always taking food to the community.
Rescue missions,
Rescue
always
missions.
looking for food. And it's funny too, because nowadays people talk a lot about this because of everything going on in the economy, expiration dates.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, USDA enforces that, but, if it says best if used by, gosh, it's fine. It's just not going to be optimum, but I mean,
But
I
it's
don't
not
see-
bad.
It's not like that commercial where that lady's like, expired, and she's throwing everything away. I mean,
Yeah.
food waste is really an awful thing, but.
And there's even ways you could utilize like those fruits and vegetables that are starting to wilt a little bit.
That's
And
how I do it. When I go home, I look what needs to be eaten first, and I'm veggie-centric, which means I make
I
my
do that
food from what needs to be eaten first, and that's how I base my meal composition.
Yeah.
I start with what needs to be eaten first, and we go from there.
yeah.
Like a clean
Waste
out the
not,
fridge
want
pizza.
not.
Daily.
We do that. Clean out the fridge pizza Sunday.
I love it.
You
That's
got
so
two
cool.
mushrooms, they're about to go.
Yeah. I
Throw them on the pizza.
Right.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you very much, Aunt Virginia. If you guys have a business, please reach out to her, see how she can help you. If you're interested in any of her products, and this is just a very small amount of what she has. I mean, everything protein, snacks, breakfast, sauces, seasonings,
Bacon.
bacon.
I've got
Bacon.
I've got a lot of
My
bacon.
dad is forever in love with you because of the pork chops.
really?
Yes. I love it. And man, I'm telling you, that sweet potato, casserole, whatever the heck what was.
It has a pecan praline. It's from Ron's Foods.
Oh my
It's
God.
stocked at U.S. Foods. And
Family
Labatt,
recipe.
And Labatt. They both carry it. Yeah, and it's got like a pecan praline topping, and then it's got the casserole, the sweet potato casserole in an aluminum half pan. It's 5 pounds. I know you ate the whole
ate it
thing.
all. We ate it all.
That's what I'm bringing to the Christmas dinner.
Nice.
Sweet potato casserole. Maybe I'll look
I
for
love
it.
sweet potato casserole. Anyways,
But not
you
like
gotta do it. No. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, what's up?
Howdy.
Howdy.
And to kind of piggyback on the sweet potato thing.
Yes. Yes, so Virginia and Paul, mother, son.
Good deal. But I used to eat so many sweet potatoes when I was a baby. That
Really?
Didn't I, you literally
Turn
turned
orange.
like orange?
Wow.
So, I started the trend of being orange.
That's
I got a
awesome.
bad joke for that one. Orangey glad.
Orangey glad.
Actually, I did carrots. I juiced myself orange once.
Wow.
Really?
You can juice yourself orange.
Oh my gosh.
Too healthy.
Wow.
Very Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
So we have Edward and Paul here with It's
Remax.
Remax, New Mexico in Las Cruces. Tell me, well, first off,
Sure.
congratulations, Paul.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, moving into a full time. We're super
Yes.
excited for you. I mean,
Perfect.
you're amazing at what you do. So I'm really excited to introduce these two gentlemen to you guys. If you guys are interested in looking for properties in New Mexico, on the border of El Paso and New Mexico, whatever it is you're looking for, reach out to them and tell how can you help us?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say that I'm hugely grateful to Edward Sargent, my business partner. I really couldn't have gone full time without the teamwork that him and I have together. So yeah, and with that, we bring to you a team that's just there to be able to help you out at the end of the day. That's really important to Edward and I. Part of a big part of our business plan is also making sure that we always give back, which kind of brings up this event that we're going to be doing. We've teamed up with FYI Plus and La Vida Project. It's a youth program that's there in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So we're doing gift wrapping for them on this. We did 2 sessions. We have another one coming up this Saturday. If you have gifts, come on down to the Bean at Josefina's. They're in Old Mesilla.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, we'll wrap up your gifts and any donations. They're all the donations are all going to FYI Plus and La Vida Project.
This is a
Awesome.
very, very big
So, yeah.
cause. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
La Vida Project and FYI have done so much for the community, and they're growing. They're just blowing up, and they need so much help. And any resources we can help them with is wonderful.
Okay.
They're also doing payments, whether it's cash, card, or check, to FYI, is it? And
Yes,
then
that's correct.
if you're not having gifts wrapped, you can always just call and donate or show up and donate. And of course, Mickey, who owns the Bean at Josefina's, is allowing us to use this space and is a part of the community as well. So we're asking people to at least stop in and maybe at least buy a coffee
Yeah.
if they're there, some food to help support.
Come support.
the business.
Yeah. And what time are you guys going to be there from?
It's gonna be from 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Can I
yeah.
ask what FYI is?
Yes,
Yeah,
me too.
It's they're a
And Vida Project.
Sure, they do like a lot of therapy services within the Las Cruces
Mental
community.
health and all?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, beautiful.
Good
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Very important.
Absolutely. La Vida Project is actually a little bit more geared towards LGBTQ youth.
Okay.
So they provide services to be able to help them out in the community.
Very cool.
I'm not FYI Plus. I would double check with them, but from what I remember, I think they provide therapy services to anybody up to age 26.
Okay.
If they want to obtain therapy services, they can go ahead and do that. So yeah, it's in general, it's a lot of mental health, a lot of therapy services. FYI is pretty solid rock in the Las Cruces community. They've been in Las Cruces for a very long time, helping out a lot of people.
Great.
So we're so blessed.
And wonderful people too. I mean, very open arms and inviting. We had the opportunity to do we were judges for the
Oh, yeah.
Halloween contest that they
neat.
had for the costumes, and it was very fun. And I have to say, it was my first experience with them.
Yeah.
And
It was a great
you
time.
couldn't ask for a nicer group of people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Excellent.
And that's going to be, again, this Saturday, December 16th from 12 to 5 at the Bean in Old Mesilla.
That's correct.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so just to kind of open up with that's the real estate team that Edward and I are on, that we really value giving back to the community and really trying to help out the people that we serve. That's our biggest goal, is really to serve our clients, to get a new house, and really just to serve our community at the end of the day. So we come to you, just giving you a little bit of information of if you're thinking about moving to New Mexico, if you have any questions about Las Cruces or Santa Teresa, Sunland Park,
Chaparral.
Sure.
Chaparral, Anthony.
Absolutely.
Depends, because you can go across the street and you're in Texas, and then you go across the street again, you're back in New Mexico. So I don't understand all of that. Chaparral's a little hit or miss, but we can do referrals. And so if you're looking for a realtor who can help you with whatever you need, we can actually kind of custom tailor and help find you a realtor. So
If
you
you're
don't
in
have-
Texas, because otherwise in New Mexico, these guys have you covered here.
Yeah, we're your realtor in New
Yes,
Mexico.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So you guys have a team that you refer to, and they can help you on the Texas side.
Sure.
But last time you were here, Paul, you were really giving us some great information on some incentives and
Yes.
and why it's a great idea to move to New Mexico right now. And I know that you mentioned something is a brewing, so just take it away.
Well, yeah, definitely. I wanted to touch base on some of the things that I had talked about last time.
Yeah.
And then I have a little bit of new information this time as well.
Okay.
So just a reminder, New Mexico has an amazing scholarship program. It's called the Opportunity Scholarship. And actually my mom, like I was talking about last time I was here, that's the reason that she had me move to New Mexico. She was like, you have to move to New Mexico. She's like, you're going to get free college.
Well, come on.
Do it.
Hello, 2023 free college. What is that?
I was like, well, what about my friends? Like, she's like, so
You make
anyways.
new friends. You change your friends like underwear. That's what my mom always told me. That's what she always told us. Because I mean, I moved around a lot. I went to 13 different schools, and she's like, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Tough mom.
And literally, like, those are some of my best friends that I still have. to
Oh, that's
this day.
awesome.
The people that I went to high school with there in New
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that Opportunity Scholarship, it's a lottery scholarship. So the New Mexico lottery, money from that pot, basically, it goes to cover up to 100% of tuition and required fees for residents of New Mexico. And qualifications are you have to be a New Mexico resident, first-time degree-seeking student, required to complete the FAFSA. You have to only keep a 2.5 GPA.
What?
That's all they're asking for. So 2.5 GPA, and scholarship covers up to 90 attempted credit hours, 160 attempted credit hours for bachelor's degree. Non-credit programs are not eligible. So a lot to offer just in that lottery scholarship. So, sure, yeah, if you're a family, if you're thinking about putting maybe how you're gonna put your kids through college, right there, New Mexico offers the lottery scholarship, but you have to be a resident of New Mexico to be able to qualify for that.
Has to graduate from high school, for sure. The kid has to graduate from high school. I figured it out.
Sweet. So that's the first thing that I wanted to remind you guys of one reason to possibly consider moving to New Mexico. The next reason is I know everybody talks about the property taxes. So they always talk about
God.
Texas has these high property
El Paso.
taxes.
El Paso's crazy.
Exactly.
I think we're in Austin or something.
Sheesh. Yeah, and I have the stats here. So Texas currently has the 46th highest property tax, according to Forbes magazine.
46?
And that's 1.737%. New Mexico, we are at 0.795. So less than half of the property tax there in Texas.
Wow.
So-
And it's just a quick drive.
Sure.
Yeah. In case you
Right
do,
over the border.
work here in El Paso but are looking to move over there. That's awesome.
But so I don't want to be completely misleading.
Yes.
I want to be completely transparent. New Mexico home prices are a little bit higher than El Paso home prices.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, all that money ends up going into equity. So you do end up keeping that money, and when you sell a home, that's money that you're just saving. That's the difference from renting. People that rent, they put all their money, they give it to a landlord, they pretty much throw that money away. But buying a home, all the money that you put away is going into your equity that you keep and you can recover it when you sell the property. Okay, so that I want to be transparent about is the homes are a little bit more expensive in New Mexico, and the other thing is New Mexico does have income tax.
Okay.
So I'm not an accountant, definitely talk to an accountant about your financial situation, make sure that it makes sense for you to move to New Mexico. But I did want to cover that property tax thing again, just because Texas has more than double the property tax of New Mexico. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much the information that I covered the last time. I just kind of wanted to touch up on that and just remind you guys of some of the benefits. The new thing that I want to talk about today is health. Sorry, I want to say healthcare and health insurance at the same time. I don't know what to say. Exactly. But yeah, so New Mexico is in 2022 in an article that came out in November, again from Forbes magazine. New Mexico was one of the top 5 states where healthcare was least expensive in the United States. So
That's really good to know.
yeah, definitely. So let me see. New Mexico residents. Let me just go to some of these quick numbers here. Sorry, I know this is a lot of technical
No, you're good.
information.
This is awesome info.
Okay, good deal. So so basically monthly costs for New Mexicans is $480 on an average. Annual cost was $5,760. Difference from Texas. Texas was $575 a month. Annual costs were $6,900.
Wow.
So again, you're gonna always want to check in with your insurance company, make sure that those numbers are correct. I'm not an insurance broker, but I did want to mention that New Mexico does have considerably lower healthcare costs than Texas does. And so yeah, if that's a good fit for you, that might be a reason that you want to maybe consider moving to New Mexico.
I love it.
Cool. All right. So that's pretty much that technical information. So if you have made your decision to maybe come on down to New Mexico, I did go over and talk to some builders that are there in the Santa Teresa and Sunland Park area. And I want to kind of give you guys some numbers of maybe what some of those home prices look like and just kind of what you can expect. So we basically have Home Pros. They have a 3-bed, 2-bathroom house, 1,742 square feet for $335,950. And again, these are more luxury areas, Santa Teresa and Sunland Park. They're up and coming, and a lot of people are moving there because they have maybe family in Texas, but they love the benefits of New Mexico.
Yeah.
So again, the price might be a little bit higher, but you're also getting a lot of the benefits from New Mexico. Okay.
How about that oil money we got? We got a couple of checks of like
Sure.
It's also
$250.
Like, what are you
person.
talking about?
They just sent us
I
a
live in
check.
Texas. What do you mean you got oil money?
Yeah.
The governor sent us money twice last year.
Yep.
A check for $500.
What?
Yeah.
Just 'cause you live there?
Because
It
she
was-
had extra
yep,
money.
New Mexico
Extra
residents.
extra oil
Dang,
and gas
Gina,
money.
whoever's running that ship is like, that's what's up. That's cool.
I will say,
Yeah.
I'm originally from Texas, and I mean, like I say, everybody has to check their own situation out, but I feel very well taken care of here in the state of New Mexico. So yeah, and I have a lot to be thankful of for my mom, looking out for a lot of those benefits and making sure that I receive them.
Yeah.
So, and then, so I have a couple other builders. Just want to kind of throw some prices at you guys. Just kind of give you some rough numbers of kind of what the home prices are looking like. Zia Homes, they have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,650 square feet for $319,950. All the way up to 5-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom for $459,950. Okay, so kind of see they have a wide range. They have like a 3-bed, 2-bathroom home, all the way up to like a luxury 5-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home.
Are those brand new homes?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are brand new homes. That's correct, and that's part of the high price point or higher price.
Can I
point,
see that?
should say. Yeah, sure thing. Sorry, it's kind of my notes.
No, you're good.
Good deal. And I'll just throw a couple other quick numbers, and then I'll go ahead and pass it over to Edward. I know I'm talking up a storm.
No,
over
you're
here.
good. This is awesome information.
Good deal. All right. So then we have the Winton Homes, and just want to give you kind of like let's see. They have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home going for $333,950. All the way up to a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom going for. This is even cheaper. So you'll have to go to the square footage is a little bit lower though.
it's not bad.
Yeah, but
What are you looking at? Tell us.
should we tell?
Yeah. Go for it. It's on paper, man.
We have a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom going for $324,950.
Wow.
So, but it is a little bit smaller square footage than the other one. So all these builders, you're gonna want to go in person. With the realtor, if that's something that you want to consider, which we'll talk about here in just a bit, check out these properties, look into the builders, do your research. But there are lots and lots of options available. Do you want to kind of talk about going with the realtor, or kind of what that process looks like?
Something that people really don't know is when you go to a builder, you can have your own realtor, and you don't have to, but there's a lot of things that we can do for you. And one of those things is that we're constantly plugged into all the different builders. So we know all of their sales reps, all of their realtors. We tend to have really good relationships with them. Actually, I just saw 3 or 4 of them today. And there's constantly different things that you can do. There's different avenues in which you can take when you're working with builders. And oftentimes people go through the process and they're like, oh, I didn't know that. So things that you can do as a realtor is save people from having to go out every weekend to let's go look at those.
Look at all those houses.
Let's go look at those houses.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, you spend 3 months looking at all these.
3
houses.
months and how
And you
much
didn't like
gas
but
and
one.
time and
So you got to give us credit. Like, we're pretty good at being able to say, what do you like, and building that profile, knowing exactly where to take you in what area, what town. It's very helpful. Saves time. The other thing is that we can help make sure that things are going smoothly. I mean, you have a builder. Builders often have either realtors or salespeople. But as your realtor going into new construction, we are working for you. And as a client, we have what they call a buyer broker. Broker duties. And it's attached to our contract and basically discloses our responsibilities to our clients and our duties. And so we are held by those. I mean, we really don't veer off of this because, there's things that can happen. And there's a lot of paperwork and legal avenues.
No joke.
And it's basic stuff.
It's
basic stuff like honesty, reasonable care. Basically, at the end of the day, it's our job to take care of everybody involved in the transaction as much as possible.
Yeah.
We are there to represent a client for the purchase or the sale of their property, whether it's new construction or not. And, things happen. I am working with a couple who decided that they didn't want a 2-story home behind them, and it happened. And their house isn't completed. So we were trudging through the dark last night or night before last and looking at all the other homes that are going to be built and floor plans, and it was after work. They had all their kids with them, but we made it happen, and we found them a home.
I love that. Well, and the fact that you're going to be there from start to finish, because right now we're experiencing, and renting houses, like we have a realtor and we feel like we just kind of got like, okay, well, you figure this out. You know what I mean? So from start to finish, like we're hiring a realtor to help us out with the process because we don't understand it. We don't know what that means, right? That's what we hire you guys for. So I love all the information you're giving already because that's extremely important to make sure and know that you're going to be taken care of the whole way through because it's very complex. It's very confusing. It's very like you just want to scream at the wall,
We do that for you.
Yes,
and
that's beautiful.
I think the nicest part is that, buyers can walk away, and if they have a good realtor who's working hard for them, even with new construction, it keeps them from leaving a lot of money on the table. And I think that's the biggest part is we're always made to think in the best interest of our clients, whether it's beneficial to us or not. Our job is to them first.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how you get those repeat customers, right? Like that's the most important thing, especially when buying a home or a car and certain things like that. Those referrals, I mean,
That's a big purchase.
it's super important.
It's
It's
usually
the biggest purchase you'll ever make in your life. Yeah.
That speak real estate.
Exactly, because it's super confusing, and right now with the environment, the climate, the way it is, like so we had COVID, everything skyrocketed. Everyone's wanting to sell their houses. Now, post a couple years later, dude, the houses are still raising. Like, what the hell is happening? Why? What's happening? For one, we're not making any more money. Okay, so like, why are they still going up?
And that brings us to a really good topic as well. I mean, I would probably kind of end on it is first time buyers. And there's so many people that are afraid. Right? They're waiting for interest rates to change.
I'd rather just rent. No.
Personally, I'm like, right now is a great time to get in and be a first-time buyer. You can buy your home. You can have a realtor scope out builders that are going to offer incentives also too. And there's a lot of money they give buyers. You just got to know where to find it.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean incentives?
I mean, they'll pay all the
They'll give
closing
you
costs for
money?
people, and that's $7,000, $8,000, $10,000.
Say that again.
They will pay, not everybody. You got to find them for you.
Yeah.
Pay closing costs, or they'll give money towards veterans who are buying with being home
So
loans.
cool.
You just got to know who's doing what at what times, and there's also crossovers from lenders. We know all the lenders, so we go to lunch with them. They come to our Christmas parties, and we get to know them. So you're able to put things together to save people a lot of money. First-time buyers don't always have to have all the money to put down on a home.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, first-time buyers can go to new construction and they'd be very surprised.
Wow.
So I always invite people to say, hey, look, I'm interested. What would it take? Because it's not a pressure thing that you want to give people, right? You don't want to push people like, hey, you ready to buy a house? Ready to buy a house? Ready to buy a house? No.
It's not a pressure thing. It's not a cookie cutter thing.
Right, and sometimes you're going to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, and just people will call you and you'll follow up with them. Hey, how are things looking? You connect them with a lender who's also going to help them just keep an eye on their credit. And when it's time to go. And we're going to hold their hand,
And that being said, because I do want people to know, because it's like when I started buying a house, I only bought it. I had no idea I was ever going to buy a house. I never thought I'm like, why would I do that? I'm like a gypsy. I move everywhere. So the only reason why I bought a house is because I lived in the crappy apartments on the top of McKinley. And so I moved all the way down to McKinley, the same street, and found my house. And it was the same exact my mortgage with the taxes and insurance is the same price as my shitty apartment rent.
Yep.
So it's the only reason why I bought a house. But I'm so grateful that I did. And the process, like, you can't just go start looking at houses and think that, oh, you found one? Cool, now you can have it. No, dude, like, it doesn't work like that. You have to be financed first. You have to see what you qualify for. You have to do all those things. And I'm pretty sure you guys have...
We make it fairly easy. So I think the first step you should do is reach out to a realtor. That realtor is going to connect you to
There you go.
all the sources you need and tell you how it should go. Because until you're financially ready, you should not be looking at homes.
You're going to just disappoint yourself.
Right. Well, I mean, and another thing is we're busy. And it's not saying that you're not worth it, but why look at homes when you
You're
can't
not ready.
make an offer?
Yeah.
And some of
It's
these
waste
people who are
time.
selling homes have to make arrangements to be out of their homes to show them. So if you had 30 people a day want to see your house, that's really rough. But the other thing is we can help coach them into the directions they need to go to make it the quickest, best possible outcome by connecting them to the people that can help them and just pull it together. And you'd be surprised at what people are able to do.
A strong team.
I call people all the time and say, hey, guess what? We got your pre-approved. And they're like, what? I was like, well, lender's calling you right now. And it's an hour later after we met at new construction or we met at a house. So,
And you can prepare them financially so that they can.
we don't, but we
but
connect
you
them.
can-
Yeah.
You
We'll
can
guide them.
guide
Some lenders have specialties in some things. Some lenders have other specialties.
Right.
So we can kind of guide people into.
And we also know which lenders work in certain ways too. So we have to give them a list of lenders, but we can always let them know what these lenders do, what these people do specifically to help bring them to the point to where they need to be. And some of them are wonderful. We have some amazing lenders and people that have hearts in it, and they will work all night long with us to just make things work. But
It really sounds like you guys will go over and beyond. And I will say from personal experience, because I've worked with Paul a little bit recently on looking for houses in New Mexico. I mean, and these are guys like, Annie, we did the research. I looked in all my magic finder things and yeah, and now I don't know, it's looking a little rough, but I'm gonna start pounding pavement. I'm like, what? What? They go and knock on doors, bro. Like, they do the damn thing.
if it's not
Who
for
does
sale,
that?
we'll find it.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, hard workers, and they're working hard for you.
Definitely. And it really just goes back to like what we're doing working with FYI. Literally just at the end of the day, we're
Give
really
back.
just trying to help people out. Just be upstanding members of the community. So we really take that to heart. And if buying a home is an opportunity, it's like you get to buy a home.
Yeah.
It's going to level up your financial situation. It's going to put you in a much just a better financial situation at the end of the day.
Yeah, and if you take care of it, even more so because the equity is only going to grow and grow and grow. When you do xeriscaping and landscaping and adding trees and, you know, all kinds of upkeep, it's important to upkeep. Because then when it is time to sell later on, I mean, these houses that we were buying for $150,000, they're $350 now. They're $400. What the heck?
You know what's interesting too is sometimes realtor can also help to make sure that the prices don't go out of control. Because unfortunately, for better or for worse, sometimes people want to sell their home for like these crazy amounts of money.
Sentimental numbers.
Sure, that ends up kind of throwing the market out of whack.
That's happened in our neighborhood. We live kind of
Really?
in an older neighborhood in El Paso.
Yeah.
And this house about a block away, they were asking like $500,000 for it.
What?
I was like, what? We're in Central.
Yeah.
Get real.
And while I never want to stop anybody's money flow, I mean, I would want everybody to get as much money as
Much
they
bang
would
for
love.
your buck, yeah.
Sure, but also we also wouldn't want to rip people off kind of at the end of the day, and we don't want to incredibly inflate our housing market either.
No, yeah.
So
It's already hard enough as it is.
Sure.
Like,
Definitely.
Well, and when it's not worth it, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And sometimes these homes will sell, and someone just wants it, right? And you can't control that, but it does drive things up. But again, it's one of the things that I know I do, and I think that you do it as well. Before we put any offers in, we're doing market analysis on the home. We want to know what that person should be offering,
that's what you just sent me.
and give them a window so they know where the window is. If
Yeah.
it's too high, if it's too low, or where it should
That's
be.
when we knew he was bluffing. Because the work you do, I love it.
Yeah, we're on the computer 24/7.
Oh, I love it. El
Email
Paso, reach out. How do they find you guys?
So I'm at pbraden9 is my Instagram account. You can also just search Paul Braden Real Estate, and you should be able to find it on Google.
I'm Edward S. Property Sales. So you can Google Edward S. Property Sales, and my website is edwardspropertysales.com.
Yes. Carrie, move to Las Cruces, please.
Come on over. But yes, I'm also linked on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all my links are in my website over at edwardspropertysales.com.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Is there anything else you guys want to mention? Do we cover it all? Is there anything you're asking for the community
Always
besides?
get an inspection.
Yes. And you guys have inspectors?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Oh yeah.
Legit inspector.
It legit
Good one,
is
yeah.
the word.
Yeah.
And that's also one of the layers of protection that we're able to offer when we work with new builders is we make sure that our clients can get an inspection. I mean, of course, it is a brand new build, and we hope that everything is working properly, but we're going to be another layer of advocacy.
We walk you through it, and it's interesting as a team. Like I have a construction background, so I did construction for almost 18 years of my life. So I walk in with these inspectors, and I can't mark anything down myself. But some of these inspectors we've got are really good people, and they're really, really detailed.
Thorough.
And I think the biggest thing that people overlook is an inspection, especially when it comes to new construction. So.
And I have a background in behavioral health, so I'll advocate for clients all day and night. Trying to get them everything
Because
that they can.
it is maddening. It can be maddening. It can be super confusing. It can be super like, I just want to pull my hair out. But when you have a good team,
Yeah.
it's so much easier.
And we play off each other so well. I mean,
I just called him the other night, or messaged him the other night, and I said, I want to play good cop, bad cop. Because you're always good cop, and I'm always bad cop. And I'm always the guy that everybody's like, whoa, 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 you know, I'm very intense. And I said, am I going to be a jerk by doing this? I really don't want to be the bad guy. And is this really something I should do, or am I just hot right now? So he calls me down, and I think I kind of like pep him up a little bit. Like, no,
Good team. I love it. So make sure also El Paso, because I did ask if you guys are looking for anything from the community, you do have this awesome fundraiser you're putting on this Saturday from noon to 5 at the Bean in Old Mesilla. So make sure to go check them out for that.
And
Go
there's
support.
multiple locations. They have the Bean, but they have the Bean at Josefina's, and that's where it's going to
Okay, Josefinas.
be. Yes.
Perfect.
right next to the church there in Old Mesilla.
Perfect. And did we cover everything else?
Yep.
We're good. Did we get everything over here, y'all? Did you guys remember anything? Maybe no? We're good. We're solid. Awesome. I love it. Well, let's go on and go, so I can eat them because I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's chocolate chip. Okay, so real quick, let me get this right. Let's get this right. Okay, there we are. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in this week for another awesome episode. Guys, at least half of us are looking at houses right now. Let's just be real. Consider New Mexico. There's all kinds of perks. When you do that, consider using these fellows and tell them I sent you. If you guys have a restaurant, a big facility, you guys are trying to feed a lot of people, you need to reach out to my Aunt Virginia. If you guys have an adorable pet, you know, alive or past, and you guys are wanting just to commemorate them and honor them, please reach out to Aunt Susan. Her artwork outside of the pet portraits is amazing. Once you see it, you're gonna love it. Christmas decorations, Christmas gifts. Go check out her artwork, please. My Uncle Jerry, please go and follow him as well. If you guys need landscapes, gorgeous landscape designs, he will help you. And a lot of it's gonna be xeriscape. That's what it is. So it's gonna be better for our environment. It's gonna be less out of your pocket, like watering, because that stuff costs money. So keep that in mind. Also, if you're interested in birds, photography in general, follow his other page, Jerry Perez Nature. Is that right? Jerry Perez Nature? Yes. So go and support them. Give them a follow. Just show some love, okay? And anything you need, ask them. They'll be happy to help you. Also, if you guys need anything, you're looking for something, reach out to me and I'll send you a list of local. So go local as much as possible. But I do want to remind you guys, I do work at Leo Marketing. It's a local full service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas. If you guys need anything, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, I would love to help you. We are full service. We are local. We understand the mañana market and we know how to navigate that. So we can help you with everything from brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and online streaming. It doesn't cost you anything to use me to do those negotiations for you. In-house, we can help you with video production, graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, social media, everything and anything, PR, social media influencing. I got you. So reach out to me. I would love to help you and your business. And finally, let's go on and do a sponsor shout out to my amazing sponsors. Thank you so much to El Paso Zoo Society. If you guys do not know, the penguins are here. Go check them out. I had the opportunity to go last Friday to a members event, and this is another reason why you need to get your memberships. And when you get your memberships, get them through El Paso Zoo Society, specific El Paso Zoo Society, okay? Because when you go through them, you keep your money local. You keep the money they're raising for our local zoo and our local animals. So I really encourage you to do that. And also when you get your membership, you get invited to all these really cool events that they throw on. You get dibs. So I think it was last Friday or Saturday, they had an event for the penguins for all the members. So anybody who has a membership, you got to go in, you got to see the penguins first. So things like that. And then you get to see them all year long because the zoo's open every day. And you get to get a 50% discount on all zoos around the nation. Anyways, there's so many perks. Go check them out, El Paso Zoo Society. We also have Viva La Mocha. If you're looking for more awesome local gifts, go to Viva La Mocha downtown. They're amazing. You'll buy, again, directly from the artist. I also have a corner where I sell some of my Southwest souvenirs from Texas, New Mexico, and Mexico.
Take a picture of that purse.
Oh yeah, my Aunt Virginia got this for me. Handmade in Guatemala. I'm just saying, that's gorgeous. So that being said, you can go to Viva La Mocha. They also do custom print jobs, so if you guys are needing any work, they can help you with that. I also have El Paso Family Dental. If you guys need any work, or if you're considering aligners or whitening, anything, go to El Paso Family Dental on the west side. I completely recommend it. I'm a scaredy cat. I hate going to the dentist. And they're just made me feel so comfortable. Their staff is amazing, super friendly. I had a good time at the dentist. That's all I'll say. It was cool. They have all these fancy new like gizmo and gadgets and wands and stuff like sci-fi stuff. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yes, it's called the wands. And then we have Star City Studios. As always, thank you so much for allowing us to use your beautiful facility for these weekly podcasts. Check out their Monday activities. I tell you all the time, the Monday jam sessions are amazing. They're open to the public, free. If you're a musician, you bring your instrument and you can go on and sign the list and jump on stage with the rest of the musicians and have like a jam session, or just come and enjoy it like I do. Also, I want to mention Dead Beach Brewery. They're another one of my sponsors. I'm super excited for them. They're going to be back El Paso January 2nd, so make sure to go and check them out at the new tap room in the new location. Super cool. And other than that, thanks so much for coming back. Thanks so much for going local, and I'll see you out there. Bye.